Hey guys, welcome back to FPL Fantasy Football. And in today, you can see by the title, I'm going to reveal to you guys my first draft. Now, obviously, it's not a proper first draft because I have played around with it. I've looked at other players and different stuff, but this is what I've set on right now. Obviously, there's still 2 weeks to go, so I know that my team will definitely be changing. And I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go Salah or Haaland. So I will be doing some videos on Salah drafts and Haaland drafts, just to see what difference there is to the teams and stuff. But for now, I'm going to show you what it is. As you can see on the screen, there is the code to join my own league. Now, there's no guarantee, but if I do get enough people to join, then maybe there will be a prize. If there's more than 20 people, there will be a prize. So get joining, use that code in the Fantasy Football League, and you can join and compete against my friends, myself, and the rest of my subscribers. But let's head over to FPL. In the Fantasy Football menus, a little bit different obviously from last year, so we're going to get some time to get used to it and stuff. But yeah, let's head over to transfers, because I'm going to show you what I've picked. Now, obviously, like I said, it's a first draft. The chances are this team will change a lot. Players will change and stuff. But I've kind of looked at fixtures. I've looked at where I've wanted to spend money and where I want to save money. And I kind of, I'm good with it. So in goal, my two options are Kelleher from Brentford. Again, I don't know why it's... Can I turn the brightness down maybe? I'm going to stop. No, it's not going to stop. I don't know. Okay, it's fine. So I've got Callaghan and Areola, and the reason why is because it's good pairing. So Callaghan's got Forest, Aston Villa, Sunderland, Chelsea, Fulham, and Areola has Sunderland, Chelsea, Fulham, Forest, Palace. So that you can rotate them each week, and you don't really have to worry about it. Now, the other option is if I go and find a 4 million goalkeeper that is playing, potentially in a promoted championship squad, so Leeds, Sunderland, or Burnley, and then I can maybe go to a £5 million goalkeeper, or even 5.5, and have a nailed on good premium goalkeeper. But the reason why I've gone with 2.45 is because I still got 5 million in the bank, and that allows me to kind of change players without having to spend loads of transfers. So that's what I've gone for. But there is some good goalkeepers in here. So, you got obviously Pickford with the most points in the last 2 or 3 seasons at 5.5. Sales for Forest is at 5 million. So if I was to use that 5 million to upgrade, you could look at Sales or Sanchez, Leno. You got obviously Ray at 5.5. So there are some really good goalkeepers. But I've gone with 4.5 million goalkeepers, and they have good rotational fixtures. So into the back line, obviously 5 defenders, of course. I've gone with a couple 4.5 millions that can rotate, and also I've got a 4 million bench player that hopefully will play. Again, could go use the 5 million to upgrade it to a 4.5 million if he does not play. So this is where having money in the bank is still viable. I've got 1 premium and I've got Talvoski at 5.5. Again, could use that 5 million to get a second premium defender. But for now, I've gone Cucurella as the premium 6 million. Obviously, Guardiola was a better point, but those fixtures, Wolves, Spurs, Brighton, Man United and Arsenal, not great. If you compare it to Chelsea's, Palace, West Ham, Fulham, Brentford, Man United, definitely possible to get points, and that is why I've gone with Cucurella, and I would probably potentially transfer him out in game week in 5, just because he's got Liverpool, Forest, though then he does have some good fixtures after that, so it's not a bad premium to have, but obviously you need at least 1 premium in that back line. So for the minute it's Cucurella, could change, could go Van Dijk, could go Guardiola. Again, we spoke about Tarkowski with the bonus points, and he's got good fixtures until game week 5, and then obviously after that he's got West Ham, Palace, Spurs, and Man City. But we're talking about bonus points where players, if they get blocks, interceptions, they'll get more points. So they might not get a clean sheet, but instead of getting 1 point, he'll pick up maybe 4 points. So it's not the end of the world if I just keep him in there. Obviously, Konza, decent fixtures for Aston Villa, and then he goes nicely with obviously the rotation of Wan-Bissaka. So that's what I've gone with the back line. Again, could change. Into the midfield, again, basically the same story for everything. That 5 million is easily changeable for these players. But we're going with Mo Salah. Like I said, I'm not 100% definitely going for Salah, because I could go with Haaland instead, and I'll show you what I would do at the end of this video, what I might do if I take out Salah. But we got Palmer, as again, we're talking about Chelsea's fixtures, very good. Had a good World Cup. Yes, he blanked a lot last season, but was the second most scored points in the midfield behind Salah. So not 100% bothered about that. Into the CDM role, I've got the brand new Granit Xhaka. Again, this is playing on the system of the bonus points. He's going to be in Sunderland. He's going to pick up a lot of blocks, tackles, interceptions, and stuff from CDM. Maybe not get the goals and assists, but that bonus point system will help. And I don't think there's many 5 million midfielders. That's the price. If I look at price, we go down to 5.5. You know, the option. No, actually, we want 5, not 5.5. 5 million. You know, the options aren't great. You know, Reece Nelson doesn't even play. Barkley or Nana for Aston Villa would be decent. Bababoo, whatever his name, from Brighton would be quite good, I think, with the bonus system. But yeah, really no one stands out at that 5 million value. Maino maybe, if he's staying, but I don't really want to play Man United players. I say this all the time. Even though I'm a Man United supporter, I don't want my FPL to rely on Man United because of their inconsistency. So that's what I've gone with, Xhaka. Then I've got Ndiaye for Everton. I do apologise for the screen. I don't know why it is. Maybe I need to clean the camera. But he got good fixtures. Leeds, Brighton, Wolves. Easy doable to get points for Everton there. 114 points last season. 9 goals. No assists, but I definitely think you can get a couple of assists this season. Yeah. So that, and he's going to be on penalties. And the other one is Morgan Rogers at Aston Villa. I do have 3 Aston Villa players. So Rogers could be a potential, don't want to twitch, player. You know, maybe I find another 7 million player for the first 5 games, then go to Rogers. Go away, I don't want. But yeah, for now, like I said, easy ball, changeable, and I'm sure this team will change a lot. Into the forward lines, at the minute, you have the likes of Watkins, Bowen, and Beto. We talk about obviously Bowen playing as a striker this year. Is that going to damage him with his points and stuff? Not necessarily, because we know he can score goals, he can get assists, but he loses that extra point on the goal and assist where he would have got in as a midfielder. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure about this one, but for now, Bowen is in the team. Again, about Everton, you know, they just signed a new striker. Is he going to play over Beto? I don't think so for the first 2 or 3 games. Then maybe we need to decide on Beto. But if Beto starts well, he'll get him price increase, and then we can go and use that money elsewhere. Would be a smart move. And obviously Watkins, 9 million there. Now, obviously, what I will do is I'm going to show you what I would do if I decided to go without Salah and go with Haaland. I would get rid of Bowen, and I would obviously pick Haaland, 14 million, which means there's 9 million to play Salah with, and you would be looking at someone like 9 million. Bruno, Florian Wirtz at 8.5, Mamouche at 8.5. That would be who you'd be looking at. Obviously, Man City don't have bad fixtures, and obviously if you can go Wirtz and kind of cover off Salah in that Liverpool squad, that is something you could do. Again, still would have that 5 million to use elsewhere in the team. But I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go Haaland or Salah, because if I go back to Haaland, what I would potentially think of doing is play Haaland game week 1, 2, 3, and potentially 4, and in that game week 5, then I would probably transfer him out to obviously Salah. Because obviously you've not got great fixtures at the start, but then you look at this game, this of Burnley, Everton, Palace, Chelsea, Man United, could get easy some goals there. So maybe playing it tactically, playing Haaland for 3 weeks and then moving into a Salah draft is something doable. But for now, guys, that is my team. Obviously it could change. I got money to play with, and you never know. We still got 2 weeks of the season. Injuries can happen. Players can transfer in and out. Clubs can sign players. So yeah, for now, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you join the link. The link will be in the description if you forgot the code to join the link. I will make sure I do it. I'll pin it to the comments, and join the league so you can play against me. But for now, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next FPL video. Goodbye.